Didn't we just have a situation recently on YouTube where there were accusations made and then people were jumping on the bandwagon, you might say, before having all of the information? Maybe it's just something I dreamt up. Anyway, I am here to talk about the latest Amazon fiasco, the Amazon hate train that is persistent here. It's ubiquitous here on YouTube. All of the booktubers jumping on the bandwagon to throw Amazon under the bus, and thereby giving you information, one-sided information, misinformation, you might even say. And I'm hoping to dispel all of that for you, or at least give you the full picture, because I don't care how you read your ebooks. If it's Kobo, if it's Barnes & Noble, if it's one of those new books readers, or if it's a Kindle. I really don't care. But what I do care about is people giving you misinformation regarding this stuff. Maybe you are deeply embedded in the Kindle ecosystem and you are panicking because you're going to lose all of your ebooks. Amazon's going to delete all of them, and you're going to spend your hard-earned money on a new Kobo and rebuy all of your ebooks again. That is what I do not want to happen, and that is what a lot of these booktubers are doing. The information they are spouting could potentially trick some of you. So if you have any friends or family out there who are concerned about Amazon's new policy, please share this video with them. I will also drop a video down below by Daryl Sloan that goes into far more detail about DRM, Digital Rights Management. But really quickly, what is that? It is a means of anti-piracy. It's copy protection. It is not a new thing. It's been on devices for a very, very long time. Amazon employs it, Android employs it, Apple employs it, and your beloved Kobo also employs it. First and foremost, I do not like DRM, but it is here to stay. There are very few books you can buy. I believe it's 10 to 20% of ebooks do not have DRM. And here is something that many of these booktubers are not telling you. DRM is not instituted by Amazon or Kobo or anyone else. It is from the publisher of the book. The publisher is requiring DRM on their content. So if you want to be angry at anybody, be angry at the publisher, not the distributor. So next, I will show you in black and white the terms of service. First from Kobo and then Amazon, just so you guys have a full picture here, okay? There's some key words in here. Here is digital content from the Rakuten Kobo store. So digital content, of course, is an ebook. So what does that mean? So everyone likes to throw this this infamous term around when talking about this is that you will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, I hate to break this to you, but that's exactly how ebooks work because of DRM, unfortunately. You don't own them. You own the license to consume them, to open them up on your e-reader and read them. That's it. You do not own the actual file. Right here, all literary works on the service, each digital content, in quotes, are the exclusive property of the publisher. Remember what I talked about? How the publisher is putting the DRM on this stuff, or its licensors. So who is the licensor? The licensor in this case is Kobo. It's not you, and are protected by copyright and other intellectual property laws. The download of access to any digital content is available only to customers. That's being you, that's being me, and is intended only for such customers' personal and non-commercial use. Any other use of digital content downloaded or accessed from the service is strictly prohibited. There's a part I really want you to see here. Here we go. Customers, that's you, that's me, may not modify, transmit, publish, participate in the transfer or sale of, wait a minute, if I own a Kobo ebook, because everyone on YouTube is telling me, if you buy an ebook on Kobo, you own it. Why can't I participate in the transfer or sale of? So if I have a book right here, and I'll just pick this book up that's sitting on my desk. So I purchased this. I can go sell this book, right? I can go sell this to a friend. I can sell it to a used bookstore. You know what you can't do? Can't sell an ebook, even from Kobo, the amazing company. And I'm not trying to talk down to Kobo. I love what they're doing. I think they're a great service. They're not really a service for me. I've tried them, but it didn't work out for me for numerous reasons that I'll talk about. But anyway, participate in the sale or transfer of, reproduce, create derivative, et cetera, distribute, perform. It goes on and on. I think you get the idea. So why are all these booktubers telling you that you own an ebook from Kobo, or at least they're under the impression that when they buy an ebook on Kobo or from Kobo, they own it? That is not the case. Here is the screen. You can find this on your own on the website. But anyway, let's talk about Kindle next, the infamous, the evil Jeff Bezos and what he's trying to do. So here is the Kindle content license. The use of Kindle content is licensed, not sold to you by the content provider. And it has all of the same, pretty much similar legalese that it was on Kobo. So you can't sell it, you can't copy it, you can't reproduce it, etc., etc., etc. So this is why everyone is flipping out. Actually, there's another reason why everybody's flipping out. The second reason is that Amazon removed the download to your Kindle button on their website, which means that you could download the actual file, the DRM'd file, right? The protected file, and then transfer it to your Kindle. I guess this is in case you don't want to be connected to the internet or something on your Kindle. I didn't know it existed until it was announced. And I've had a Kindle since version 2, okay? Why? Because just like me, and I'm guessing that 99.9% of people, they're not hoarding their DRM protected ebooks on their computers. There's just no point. Unless you want to strip the DRM from it, which you can do, but that is illegal. Meaning if you buy a Kobo book that uses Adobe Digital Editions, I believe, DRM, you can only read that book on a Adobe Digital Editions approved device. Now, there are numerous devices in that regard, and I will give them credit for that, in that it's a more universal standard, but it is still DRM protected. You still do not own that file. You cannot sell it. You're not supposed to copy it, and on and on and on. All right, hopefully all of that makes sense. So let's talk about the removal of books from your device without you knowing it. So there's been some stuff talked about how Amazon removed the book 1984. Haha, so ironic, without the user's knowledge. And why did they do that? Well, they did that because they found out the person publishing the book, the company publishing the book, did not have the legal rights to do so. And what did they do? They removed it because, again, they are illegally selling George Orwell's 1984, and then they refunded all of the customers who purchased that. Now, on that note, Kobo can also do the same thing because, sorry, I defined the other terms of service for Kobo. But anyway, right here, on occasion, digital content may become unavailable following the transaction, but prior to download. Your sole remedy in such a case is a refund of the price paid for the unavailable digital content. Please contact customer service. So I will give Kobo credit for that because I believe Amazon, well, let's just check it right now. I don't believe they do that. If they have to remove a book, again, they're not removing it for malicious intent. I think that's the thing that everyone is trying to say, or they're trying to imply anyway, but it's literally because the publisher that is distributing on Amazon does not have the legal rights to distribute and sell the material, period. Okay, here it is right here. Risk of loss. Risk of loss for Kindle content transfers to you when you download or access the Kindle content. So this is very similar to Kobo, where if you purchased a book and you downloaded it and then onto your device, and then Kobo or Amazon removes it after the fact, you still have the actual copy of the book, so they will not refund you. But Jason, you're saying, I really need that download to my Kindle button. All of these booktubers with way more subscribers than you are telling me that my books are going to be forever locked onto my device and I'm not going to have access to them. Well, I will give you a real-time demonstration why that is not the case. So here we go. This is my Windows Explorer. This is my Paperwhite Kindle right here. It's the latest version, okay? So I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you like it's an old style that has different functionality. So you can see here I have Peter Straub's Ghost Story. It's not installed, okay? It's not on my thing because you can see right here there's no check mark. See on Jeff Vandermeer's Absolution, you can see there's a check mark, meaning it's on my downloaded to my Kindle. So what I'm going to do right now, this does not exist on my Kindle. I'm going to download it onto my Kindle. I'm going to plug my Kindle into my computer right here with a USB cord, and then I'll show you on my computer that I actually have access to the files, okay? And then if I were a criminal, there are ways to strip the DRM from that file, okay? I'm not going to talk about that here because, again, this video will get taken down very quickly. So I'm going to click right now, and you're going to watch. Hopefully it focuses. So you can see it's queued. Peter Straub, I'm not going to cut just so you guys know I'm not cheating you. Okay, it's downloaded, right? You guys see that? It's new. There's a check mark. Let me open it up just to prove it. Here we go. Well, that's a bad screen to show you. It's my Goodreads. But let me go to the cover just to prove it. Okay. Ghost Story, Peter Straub. Okay, now hopefully we can both agree that this is on my device, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my USB-C cable, okay? That's another indication how you know this is the new Kindle, right? The old Kindles do not use USB-C. They use micro USB, I think. But anyway, okay, here we go. So I'm going to plug this in. Oh yeah, I got to show you that it's connected. You'll see it pop up on my screen. So you guys see right there, Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition. And you can see right here, my Kindle is connected to my computer. What does that mean? I thought everyone is telling me, all these big booktubers are telling me I can't get my files. I can never access them. Well, let's take a look. So here's my internal storage. I believe the ebooks are, yeah, they're in documents. And then I guess they're in downloads. Items 01. I never do this because I never need to. So these are all the ebooks I have on this Kindle. It's a newer Kindle, so you're like, man, you don't read a lot, but I swear I have way more books than this. Anyway, let's find, what is it? Ghost Story. Holy crap, look at that. You guys see that? ghoststory.kfx. That is the new Kindle file right there. So yes, you could strip the DRM of this and turn it into an EPUB or something, but I'm not going to tell you how to do that. The only reason I am here is to prove that the file exists, okay? There is a physical file. This physical file is on my Kindle, and you can take that file and you can move it elsewhere if you would like and do whatever you want with it, okay? Now, granted, there is DRM on it, just like Kobo puts on it. So Kobo uses Adobe Digital Editions DRM. Amazon uses their own proprietary DRM. So it does make it a little more difficult if you want to do something illegal, but I'm not advocating that here. So hopefully that clears things up for everybody. Hopefully that gives you enough information. Now, if I left anything out or didn't detail anything enough, please let me know down in the comments. If I made a mistake, let me know in the comments. I am totally open to the fact that I blundered this entire video and I'm misinformed, but hopefully I covered what DRM is, how it is. It's really for anti-piracy. That's all it is. It is instituted by the publishers, not Amazon, not by Kobo. The publishers demand it. Now, like I said, there are some book publishers like Tor who they have non-DRM books, so they do not require DRM on their books. I do not know if that works on Kindle any longer because I believe Amazon's put their own proprietary DRM on this. They always have had it. Their last one was like AZW3 or something like that. But anyway, DRM, publishers do it. So if you want to be angry at anybody, email the publishers. They're the ones who are owning the copyright, owning the book. You own nothing. You do not own it. You own the license to read the book, and that is it. As I demonstrated in the Kobo terms of service, as I demonstrated in the Amazon terms of service, they're pretty much straight across the board. I will say though that the Amazon Digital Editions DRM that Kobo uses is more widely used. So I believe you can use it on like a Nook, a Sony e-reader if those exist anymore. Those new ones from China, they're called like Books, BOOX. Those use them. I'm not sure if the Remarkable tablet uses them or not. So if you liked Amazon's service, if you like their devices, if you just like their ecosystem, hopefully this video has allayed some of your fears. And hopefully those of you out there who other booktubers have convinced you to ditch your Kindle, rebuy all of your ebooks or strip them of their DRM, that's illegal, and then move over to Kobo because Kobo allows you to own the ebooks. Well, man, they are dead wrong as I showed you in the terms of service. So I don't want you spending your hard-earned money unless you really want to because you like the device and you like the company. That's it for me, but at the end of the video, I will tell you why I am, at the time of this recording, sticking with Amazon. So it's because I've purchased so many books from them. I actually did download all of them in a panic, just like everybody else did before the deadline, and then looked more into it. And I'm like, okay, I was totally wrong. Why are all these booktubers not amending their videos to talk about how they were wrong too? Well, I can't answer that. But the reason why I use Amazon is because it syncs through all my devices. So it uses WhisperSync. So when I buy an audiobook and the ebook, I sync back and forth. I don't need to find my spot. Kobo does not offer that. Also, the Kobo app on the mobile phone is garbage. So I do a lot of reading on my Kindle, but then sometimes in a pinch, I'll use it on my phone. And then sometimes even on my desktop, which I know Kobo has a desktop app. So that's why. It's just more convenient for me. I'm not going to own the book, whether I use Kobo or Amazon, so it doesn't matter whatsoever. The only time anybody, Amazon or Kobo, are going to remove a book from my library without letting me know is when the publisher is illegally distributing it. They're not out to get you. They really want your money, I promise. Companies exist to make a profit, not exclusively to make you happy out of the goodness of their hearts. Don't let anyone make you think that. Yes, some companies are more quote unquote evil than others or more greedy than others, but I don't want you to think that these companies exist because they're doing you a favor. They are for-profit entities. They want your money. They want to keep you in their ecosystems. And that's the end of the story. So with that said, I hope this clears things up. And thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. And do your own damn research. Don't listen to these guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.